Hey, what's going on guys, Wisecrack here, and today we are doing another Fortnite video on all the locations that are going to be returning into Fortnite. Now these are all locations that have been in Fortnite before and that are definitely going to be 100% returning in Season 10. Let's get straight into it. So, place number 1, we're starting off at Sunny Steps, and we are going to be doing Risky Reels. Now, Risky Reels was an amazing spot, had great loot, and was located roughly over here on the map where this sort of air base is over here, roughly there. But over here, just past Sunny Steps, down here, what we have, a little theatre here. So, we've got the drive-in theatre. This is the much more downsailed compared to the actual one. The actual one in Risky Reels much larger than this. And then this is a much smaller scale, so obviously this was a massive car park, had big screen, but you can see here, closer here, it says prepare for collision, which was the first one that was featured when we went into Season 4, when we saw Risky Reels. So hopefully this changes to 2 and 3, and we'll see the progression of this place. So moving on to place number 2. Now, location 2 takes place in Paradise Palms, and I think we all know what originally used to cover this whole desert area. If you guessed it, it was Moisty Mire. So, the now entering Paradise is, instead of having a palm tree in the background with the nice sunny background and the sand on the ground, is now a nice moisty. You can see there's a tree in the background, you got the light bugs, I forgot what they're called. The light ones, the big buzzy ones that look pretty cool. Fireflies, that's it. Fireflies. Got the whole swampy theme going on over here. And that's not just it. There is, in fact, evidence that it's already changing right here. So this house over here has already got a nice swampy tree growing out of it, looking very, very scary. As you can see, this house definitely does not suit this. But you can see this is just the start, alright? This whole area, all of Paradise is going to become moisty once more again. Now, location number 3 takes place just under Polar Peak, or what's left of Polar Peak to say the least. It's kind of had a big beating, you know. It's not what it used to be. Best location anyway, but if we just come down from here, you can see in this little outpost here, see a lot of toilets and plumbing coming out of it. Now, what place do we know that has toilets and plumbing? If you haven't guessed it already, then probably haven't been playing in your early seasons. It is Flush Factory. Now, Flush Factory, again, was another one of those spots that was located on the far areas of the map, roughly over here. And you can actually see the remains of it if you go all the way over here, just there where my cursor is now. That is actually Flush Factory right there, but it could be very different. In fact, we could actually be getting a new Flush Factory here, because this wasn't used to be here when Flush Factory was here. This whole ice section, you know, we got some more land. Frosty Flights was just a mere patch of water, but we could be seeing the release of Flush Factory, which I would really like to see, because although it wasn't the best spot, I did tend to land there quite a lot. Probably because I was bad at the game and didn't want anyone landing with me. You know, moving on to location number 4. Now, I'm sure we've all wanted this one location to return, and it is Greasy Grove. Now, Greasy Grove isn't much more than just a few houses frozen under the lake, which you can't even get to. And you can get into the roofs and you can get into the store. We don't want that, alright? We want the full Greasy Grove back. So, we travel over to the Viking Bay, Viking Village, Vikings, whatever you want to call it. You can actually see that the ice, snow, actually been melting. You can actually see the grass coming back. You can sort of see the sort of shade on the river. The ice layer is getting thinner. This waterfall over here, again, is getting thinner. You can sort of see sort of slowly melting, and the water is actually coming back, and that is just a hint already that we'll be seeing the rest of this ice place, or at least most of the ice place, being melted away, and the return of Greasy Grove. Because Greasy Grove was such an amazing spot. You don't actually realise how good these spots are until they're gone, and then you want them back. Greasy Grove is definitely a place, and probably the #1 place that we want to see back, because not, it's not the best area like this. And this place, this ice area, definitely needs to be redone, especially with Clutch Factory and Grove back. It would definitely make the place a lot more viable to land at, because at the minute it's not the best. I mean, Polar Peak, that's like the one place everyone landed at. Kind of, well, you can see for yourself what happened there. Frosty Flights, it's so far out on the map, and especially with such a little rotation, it's so risky going there. Happy Hamlet, again, the same thing. The rest of this area, it's a bit naff, to say the least. So let's move on to location number 5. So moving on to location number 5, we have got a spot that I didn't particularly enjoy, but I know a lot of people did enjoy. So there were 2 places over here. It was Aniki Acres and it was Lazy Links. Now, which one would you want to return? Because you're about to find out which one is about to return. 3, 2, 1. Over here, this building, what can we see? We can see the Country Club Golf Club. We can see the flag on top, and if we actually go inside this building here, you can see some golf stuff in here. You got more flags. You got over here, I don't actually know, I'm guessing that's a course. I'm gonna say that's a course, but you can see keys and location. And actually, is the ground in there? Oh no, the ground in here is just a bit messed up, to say the least. I don't know if it was supposed to be the Lazy Links ground, which is what I'm guessing, because it's got the sand and this lighter tone grass, but I don't know what's going on there. About that. So Lazy Links will probably be returning around this area again, probably removing Lazy Lagoon. Lazy Lagoon isn't the best of places. I do quite like going there if it's a hot drop, but again, it's one of those locations that isn't the greatest. And to be honest, I don't think Lazy Links is going to be much better, because Lazy Links, to me, wasn't that great either. It had one sort of big area, and that was sort of it, really. One big building, and that was really it. There wasn't much to it. Whereas Aniki Acres, I'd love to return, because I personally think I preferred Aniki Acres over Fatal Fields. Aniki Acres has so much more in it, and it's just a better place. I mean, somehow, let's not get Lazy Links back, because I did not enjoy that. So let's move on to location number 5. Moving on to the last location, but definitely not least, because what 2 things can you see on the map that particularly stand out? Number 1 is the Meteor. Number 2 is Loot Lake. So, at some point in this season, the Meteor is going to cause some big destruction to the map. Like it did, probably doing the same thing that it did in Season 4, but I have a feeling that probably something different's going to happen. I feel like if they did the same thing, and it wouldn't be as fun or as cool, but knowing Fortnite, they're going to do something different, and this is going to cause destruction in some sort of way. Now, if we move on to Loot Lake, we've got the big plasma ball, I guess, over here, and this is currently mid-explosion, alright? This is not exploded. This is some sort of, it's frozen in time, it's mid-explosion, and something is definitely going to happen here. Like, as you can see, it's already flying a load of cars, trucks, stuff around, breaking stuff. So we can only imagine what it's going to do to the rest of the Fortnite map. Now, honestly, it's probably going to happen around end of Season 10. I reckon this will still be, because Loot Lake, they're not going to give Loot Lake up there already, because Loot Lake is just it's been on a ride, alright? It's been on a mega journey. The cube, all sorts has been happening with Loot Lake. I kind of feel bad for it, to be honest. Went from a small little island in this middle to now this monstrosity. It's not a good time. So I reckon this will be the big finale for Loot Lake Season 10. It's going to be its final point. Not going to be touched for a long time again. So guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments, do you believe the stuff I said is going to come back? Do you disagree? Do you think other things are going to happen? Do you think slightly similar things are going to happen? Tell me in the comments below and I will definitely make sure to reply to them. So guys, I've been Wisecracker and I'll see you in the next video.